Alright, so the Leafs take the final installment of the Battle of Ontario 5-4 in overtime. Lineup notes in this one: Anton Forsberg gets the starting goal for Ottawa. Colin White is a late scratch because he's out in COVID protocol, which is really surprising because I thought players don't get tested unless they have symptoms. So obviously White must have been exhibiting some symptoms. Maybe they tested him and then he tested positive. That's how I'm assuming it went anyways. Victor Mete draws in as a forward. He played all of 2 minutes and 42 seconds in this game. Yes, that is correct. I'm not kidding you one bit. And Erik Källgren gets the start in net for Toronto. Go to the first period, and Brady Tkachuk takes a not-so-great penalty on Justin Holl as he cross-checks him. Kind of a light cross-check, but nonetheless, it should be called, and it was. The Sens do a really good job killing off that power play. 14-14 into the first period, Tim Stützle goes in on a 2-on-0. Yes, you heard correct, a 2-on-0 with Brady Tkachuk. Tkachuk passes it over. Stützle one-times it into the back of the net for his 19th of the season. Michael Del Zotto also picks up an assist on that play. TJ Brodie makes a terrible play going in deep and throwing it pretty much into Del Zotto's shin pads. It goes off of him right to Tkachuk. Tkachuk rushes the puck up ice, makes a great pass. When it's a 2-on-0, I should say, you know, that puck should be in the back of the opponent's net. And a minute and 11 later, the aforementioned Michael Del Zotto takes a slap shot from the point. Källgren actually makes the save on this one. It hits his stick, it goes up in the air, in behind him, and bounces into the net. Ottawa gets a crazy bounce there. It's 2-0. Connor Brown and Josh Norris pick up assists on that play. That was kind of the Sens' first time, you know, having a little bit of sustained pressure in the Leaf zone. And around that goal, when Del Zotto got that goal, a little bit after that too, Ottawa started to have a little more zone time in the Leafs end, because I would say up until around the Stützle goal, or maybe even the Del Zotto goal, I thought it was all Toronto, to be honest with you. So we go to the second period, and 2:57 in, Kyle Clifford scores his first of the season for the Leafs, assisted by Justin Holl and Mark Giordano. Kyle Clifford, a player who never scores, gets his first goal of the season on the Sens. This is a guy who doesn't play a whole lot of games. He's kind of in and out of the lineup, fourth line, rough and tumble physical guy for Toronto. I wasn't happy about Clifford scoring because he almost never scores, and he hadn't scored this season until last night. He made a pretty nice tip on that play, so you got to give him some credit there. Speaking of nice tips, 10:03 into the second period, Dylan Gambrell tips home a puck and scores against someone who's finally not the Florida Panthers. His first goal of the season against someone who's not the Panthers. That's his third overall of the season, though. That one was assisted by Austin Watson and Erik Brannstrom. And I thought Ottawa came out with a lot of good jump in that first 10 minutes or so of the second period. But after the Sens got up 3-1, I found the Leafs really start to take the play to Ottawa. And 11:21 in, that would result in Michael Bunting getting his 23rd goal of the season. Mark Giordano picks up the assist on that one. He makes a nice play to Bunting, who's literally standing right in the crease. He taps it home, easy tapping for him. I would have liked to seen Brannstrom tie up the stick there. If he does get Bunting's stick, that play or that goal more than likely doesn't happen. It would give Forsberg some time to get across. And who knows, if it does go in, maybe you force Bunting to kick the puck in, which obviously wouldn't have counted. So Josh Norris wins a face-off in the defensive zone late in the second period against Austin Matthews. That's a big win because now the Sens get to get out of Dodge and get out of their zone, or so you would think. Zaitsev coming around the net, tries to make an outlet pass. Marner picks it off. There's kind of like a scrambly play in front. Brodie sends it over to Marner, who does his best Austin Matthews slap shot impression and fires it home to tie the game up at 3. And that was a really tough goal for Ottawa to give up because, you know, you're up 3-2. Yeah, Toronto's really pushing. You probably don't deserve to be ahead, but nonetheless, it would have felt really good for them to go into the third period ahead 3-2 against a team as offensive as the Leafs are. Go to the third period, tied up at 3, and then 6:10 into the third period, Ilya Lyubushkin literally decides to just give the puck to Tim Stützle. Stützle comes in all alone, makes a beautiful move on Källgren, and scores to put Ottawa up ahead 4-3 once again. And like I said, Lyubushkin, I don't know what he was thinking on that play. The goal was officially unassisted by Stützle, but come on, you got to give Lyubushkin an assist for that one. But Toronto, they just don't go away. And Ottawa, they were kind of the maker of their own demise on this play as Connor Brown turns the puck over in the neutral zone. Matthews quick ups it to Michael Bunting. The Sens looked to have gotten back on that play and kind of disrupt things a little bit, but Bunting still finds a way to send that puck in front. Marner driving the net, taps it home, and he steals Brady Tkachuk's celebration on this one. To me, it looked like he was doing a full-on Frank the Tank, hence the title of this video. A little bit of a different version of it, but still, the Brady Tkachuk Frank the Tank celebration was definitely there for Marner. You could see it. I thought from the start of that third period on, it was all Toronto. The Leafs really had the puck in the Sens zone a lot. They looked really determined to win that game. And then with like 2 seconds left, the Sens did a really good job on Austin Matthews for most of the night, mind you. I mean, his line was very dominant. They had a lot of puck possession time and some chances too, but Matthews himself, I found, didn't have a ton of chances. But then with 2 seconds to go in the third, he's left all alone in front of the net. He has time to even settle the puck, and Forsberg makes a huge save on him. Huge shoulder save there to keep the game tied up at 4 and get this one to overtime. And in overtime, Toronto would be dominating puck possession. I think it was Matthews who took a shot that missed the net. It comes around. Stützle on a breakaway, trying to win the game, trying to get the hat trick to win the game. He's stopped by Källgren. Connor Brown follows it up, pokes the puck home, and the refs wave it off right away. Look, I get why they waved it off because, you know, Connor Brown pushes the pad in. You can't do that. The game still remains 4-4. And at 3:26 into overtime, William Nylander sends a pass up ahead to Mark Giordano. Giordano takes a shot and he scores and he ends the game in overtime. The assists go to the aforementioned Nylander, obviously, and John Tavares. And as good as Forsberg was in this game, I think that's a goal he would like to have back. He almost looked like he lost his net on that one. Giordano's shot wasn't really like coming in fast. He just kind of he took it, you know, and it went in. And I was kind of surprised that one went in because I thought Forsberg was going to have it. So not a great goal for him. It's unfortunate because he did have a really good game once again, I thought. Tim Stützle hits the 20-goal mark in this one, and that's something really encouraging for the Ottawa Senators. I really feel this guy's going to be a 70 to 80-point player next year without a doubt. You know, obviously I could be wrong because you never know, but I really strongly feel that way. I just want to point out something with the Sens here for a bit. After last night's game, I know I've mentioned this before, but I'm going to say it again. It was really evident to me that the Sens don't use practical physicality enough. You don't need to finish your hit on every play because there's a lot of instances where I found an Ottawa forechecker would be coming in. He could have a chance to get his stick in the lane and make life difficult for the Toronto defenseman to make an outlet pass. Instead, he would hit the defenseman. The defenseman for Toronto would take a hit to make a play. The puck would be out of the zone. And against a team like Toronto, you want to have the puck as much as possible because once they get it, it's pretty tough to take it off of them, especially when it's their top 6 forwards. Whereas the Leafs, on the other hand, I mean, they weren't really taking the body a lot. They had more, you know, their sticks in the lanes, making life difficult for the Ottawa defensemen to make good outlet passes because, you know, like I said, when you have your stick out, and you don't have your stick up in the air always making hits, you can get the puck, turn it over deep in the offensive zone, and extend your zone time. And while the Sens do have a decent amount of zone time this year compared to other years, not so much in the game last night, I think they could have a lot more if they made that little bit of an adjustment on their forechecks. So those are my thoughts on this game. Please let me know what you all think in the comment section below. Also, please like and subscribe and share this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.